Today I'm going to do something slightly different. Okay. So I did try to do that on Discord, hoping to get some real-time feedback. Maybe I'm using this live stream to have people check me on Discord, I don't know. No, whatever. Whatever. I'm going to do this video on YouTube. Okay, maybe first of all I should show everything I did so far. So, guys, first 5 minutes of this live stream are going to be the spoiler of the episode I'm working on right now. I will probably review all of it before uploading it, but so I did type down the script this time. Okay, this is the actual video I did so far. Hello everyone. The gregtech version we're going to play today is the official one, gregtech 6. And as you can already tell, this is going to be quite different from what you're used to. That is because, while still being on 107, gregtech 6 is completely different from gregtech 5 and its ports, which is what every other modpack uses. For example, you can forget all of the first tier progression, because in gregtech 6 you can make stainless steel and HV machines using only bronze and ceramic equipment. And that was enough talking. Now let's start playing the actual mod. The first thing we notice right away is the presence of sticks and stones all over the place. After collecting some, we can use those to craft our first axe. No crafting table required. This axe is cheap and capable of chopping down multiple logs at once, but it's slow and has low durability. But that's also because we made this axe out of marble pebbles. And if we look around a little bit more, we can indeed find some better rocks. And after spending enough time collecting rocks, we figure out that red granite is the best one. Tools made out of this rock can even harvest obsidian, but the speed isn't that good, and since those tools are still made out of pebbles, the durability is quite low. But that's not much of a big deal, since we can just look around the pebbles to find more of that material. Once we locate the solid rock, we just have to break the stone twice with a hammer to obtain all of the pebbles we could possibly need. To get better tools, we will want to process some metals, but first we will be looking for a nice place where we can start building our industry. Since we might need chlorine in the future, settling by the seaside is probably a good idea. And that totally wasn't an excuse so that we could have a nice sea house with a view on the sunset. And after all of that work, we can finally rest a little bit while eating some sweet berries we found on our way. And that's when we found out that eating too many sweets isn't healthy. The next day we decided to start working on a proper garden to fix our diet, but after removing some rocks we figured out there was a high concentration of copper in our soil. We started digging deeper to investigate and we eventually found more and more copper-rich rocks. But copper on its own is an awful material for tools. To make it stronger, we have to add some of the tin we also found in our backyard. But to properly alloy together those two metals, we have to heat up the mixture at 1400 Kelvin. That has to be done inside a crucible, which you can easily craft with some clay. To heat it up, we turn on a burning box underneath the crucible. Now we just have to throw the raw ingredients in and wait for everything to melt. Once the mixture turns the right color, we can pour out the molten metal into a pickaxe mold. To celebrate the advent of Bronze Age, we can make a jumbo sandwich which we can eat in a single bite. And that's how long it took our crucible to turn yellow. And before we could even finish that phrase, the crucible melted. Indeed, in gregtech 6 everything has a melting point. How quickly we reach that temperature depends on the thermal mass we are trying to heat up and how much energy heat we are adding to that thing. While we can guess the current temperature just by looking at the color of the crucible, a better way is to craft a thermometer. To craft it, we will need some mercury, so we adventure in search of new minerals. During our exploration, we found huge deposits of coal and huge deposits of iron-rich sand. Underground, we found all sorts of ores, some of which were rather hard to notice. We also found a weird building. Once inside, it turned out to be an abandoned base stocked with many different chemicals and a huge amount of all sorts of metals. We even found already worked metal parts in some nearby drawers. And as if all of those goodies weren't enough, we even found the holy grail of the Bronze Age, a lighter. This one has a 100% success rate and we even found some propane to refill it. And while we found mercury in this place, we still explore more areas to secure a proper source. We crossed multiple dimensions until we finally found a redstone vein, which also contains cinnabar, a mercury-rich metal. We processed the raw ore to increase the yield. Finally, we heated it up to extract some mercury for our thermometer. With this, we can finally measure temperature more precisely, easing the metal alloying process. The next step was to connect our thermometer to a redstone sensor, allowing us to automate metal alloying. To do so, we first configure our new digital thermometer with the correct temperature, then we connect it to the molds and enable auto output on redstone. Next, we configure a pair of hoppers with the correct input ratio, and to avoid overfilling our crucible, we use a properly configured weight sensor. And this simple system can easily be expanded to allow for more complex alloys, such as stainless steel. While this has many usages, we are also going to need some normal steel, which is made by pumping air in a crucible. To do so, we will have to input kinetic energy to the crucible. We can do that by vibrating it using a steam engine. Running this machine will require some steam, which it can produce by boiling water inside some boilers, which we heat up using the same burning boxes we use to heat up crucibles. And now that we managed to obtain steels, we can do many things, starting from a bigger crucible. This one will be able to fit multiple blocks of metal, easing the melting process. And the reason why we have minerals in the form of cubic meter sized dust is our new ore processing plant. The first step is to run our raw ores in a crusher, which will break the big rocks into smaller chunks. Then we run those crushed rocks in a sluice to separate the stone from the actual minerals. Next we run the purified ores through a centrifuge to filter out more byproducts. Okay, this is awful. I still have to figure out how to properly edit. Okay, anyways. How did I had the UI set it up earlier? Okay. This one was too quick. Okay, as soon as it leaves the engine, it fades. Maybe we could have some fading. Also, the audio is totally messed up. Well, the issue is that I edit this whenever I have a little bit of free time, but different days, different moments of the day, different things, I end up having voice slightly different. But yeah, this video is not going to be as great as the others. I guess I'm trying to do something different at least. This video is probably going to be mostly about me trying to figure out how to do things. Learning how to voice a video. Okay, it will fade out here from there. Fade from here. Maybe I should try to point out. I got a new table. I got a new drawing tablet from Wacom. I don't know how those are called. Where is the beginning? Where is it? Okay, this stuff. I used to do this with the mouse. It's rather hard to do. It's not hard, but it's not that good to draw this stuff using a mouse. So I bought a drawing drawing tablet.
Tablet. Drawing tablet.
Drawing tablet. I bought a drawing tablet to do this more properly. So I could maybe redo this too, but I don't know how many times I redid all of this video. This is the same copy pasted from earlier. There was something here, like in this area, I remember the audio not matching well the video. I can't, if I start redoing every single thing I don't like, I end up spending too much time there. Like, I don't dislike it either, but I also want to do some progress. I mean, this video may won't be that good, this video probably won't perform well, no. Let's say this video is going to show the progress I did at least to me. Well, if this video isn't good, at least it will make me feel better thinking that I got better, or I don't know what I'm even saying. I'm trying to cope with this video not being good enough. Anyways, okay, so this one is now a fading effect. Okay, I want this one to be here. Fade to current frame and I want it to fade out here, and the other one right here. Wait, can I? Now here I'm going to keep it like that without fading. And it can fade here, I guess. Fade from current frame. Okay. Yeah, there is one of my famous cuts. Think, oh, probably this one was recorded during day. There is a window on top. This one was recorded during night, so it's darker. I could keep this one a little bit longer to hide the missing light. Maybe it also covers a little bit the frame change. So maybe like this. Fade from current frame. Okay, hopefully it will look a little bit better. Okay, then I was working on this. I didn't like that new phrase. The last phrase wasn't too good. Then we run those crushed rocks in a sluice to separate the stone from the actual minerals. Next, we run the purified ores through a centrifuge to filter out more byproducts. I don't like... should remove this, probably. Next, we move to a centrifuge. I don't know how to phrase things. Thing is that I would like centrifuge, like I would like a connection phrasing while I move from one machine to the other. Centrifuge when I open the centrifuge UI, and what the centrifuge does while I'm looking at the centrifuge UI. That's how I'm trying to lay down things. Next, we run the purified ores through a centrifuge to filter out more byproducts. Don't like it. Maybe a little bit more of spacing. Yeah, maybe it needed more pause for minerals. Next, we run the... Okay, that's too much. Here. Let's try to separate the stone from the actual minerals. Next, we run the purified ores through a centrifuge to filter out more byproducts. Okay. Yeah, what's wrong with Blender? What should I use? I forgot to add Linux in the title. Okay, so one, no, there. Cut here. Okay, this one is not needed. This one is a copy of this one, just to have this overlay this one. I'm going to redo it later. Soon I'm going to redo it for this machine. Okay. Finally, making... Okay, if I was using the text-to-speech, I would say to make things less manageable as a joke. But since my voice is probably really not too easy to understand, I should avoid jokes. Finally, to make things not more manageable, to unify and compress things. Now finally we shred all of the centrifuged ores. No, I have the perfect thing. Macerator. gregtech makes you use a macerator. So should have... First step is to run a rush in a crusher. I could have said the first step is to macerate. Yeah, I should have said macerate to connect to gregtech macerator. Finally, we macerate all of the centrifugers in a shredder. Doesn't sound that good. This one reminds you of gregtech 5, but it doesn't sound that good, maybe. So also, by making one phrase at a time like that, the script may feels like disconnected. Finally, we'll macerate all of the centrifugers in a shredder to better fit now. Do you even get more outputs by using the shredder? Okay, first of all, okay, this one gives off this one. This one is the perfect example of pure madness. Madness. You get all sorts of dust from this. This one gives off full dust, quarter of dust, tiny dust, 1/72 of dust at once. Pure madness. So can you send... Oh, in gregtech 6 you have to purify before centrifuge. You can't centrifuge the crushed ore, you have to first purify it. Interesting. Now wait. This one. Here. I also need this one. Here. Okay. Now I have this second monitor is really useful for doing this kind of tasks. Season 1 I was alt tabbing all of the time. Yeah, but season 1 I didn't do that kind of editing. It was way more simple the way it was editing in season 1. Also I have to figure out if there is a way of copy pasting properties. But this one doesn't have the same resolution because I kind of half guessed it. Alpha over 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. Okay, I should start by getting the audio. Finally, we must rate all of the centrifugers in a shredder. Doesn't sound good. Finally, we must rate all of them. Here's two. So... Get everything in dust form. Okay, that's perfect. Finally, we must rate all of the centrifugers in a shredder to get everything. Okay, let's see if I can voice this properly. Finally, we must rate all of the centrifugers in a shredder to get everything in dust form. That was probably horrible. Finally, we must rate all of the centrifugers in a shredder to get everything in dust form. That's again. Finally, we must rate all of the centrifugers in a shredder to get everything in dust form. Probably I'm not typing down the script well enough. Finally, we must rate all of the centrifugers in a shredder to get everything in dust form. Think it's decent enough. Could be worse. It could be worse. Repeat noise reduction. Export audio. 61. Here. This one. Out more byproducts. Finally, we must rate all of the centrifugers. Sometimes the game lags. Okay, it's supposed to open the UI right away. Now. Everything aligned, please? Nah, why are you not aligning? Yay. This one. Can I? No. Also, I never really watched any tutorial on how to edit. Okay, one of that was on top. This one. Here. This one. Here. Okay, I'm thinking, I don't know if I should show, I want to point out the tiny dust, the 1/72 dust. I don't know if I want to do it in this UI, but probably I'm going to do it inside the hopper. This one will spoiler it a little bit, I guess. Okay, here. 1, 2, 3. And to finish it up, Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V. This one must be alpha over crop left, like that. Like that. Okay, that is to get this one to overlap with this one. Oh, that one looks like it's... Oh, I can zoom, cool. Okay, maybe that's perfect. No, it's awful. This one... Top... One less. I don't know why I'm being this precise this time. I don't even know how the others went. Oh. Top. There. This one I guessed it right. This one, nice. Okay, good. Then shredder to get everything in dust form. Probably going to reduce a little bit this like that. Okay, no need to show the hopper. Here. Okay, how much time am I going to hover over this hopper? Okay. However, the dust want the same size. They range from... How do I call a full dust? It doesn't make much sense to say a full dust. Or not. Okay, from not... What does... Okay, if I say normal size dust, what does it even mean, normal sized dust? I mean, inside the game it makes sense, but... big dust to 1 over... This one doesn't have too much of a meaning. Or does that one have this? Same size. No. Okay. No. How can I type this properly? Or does that one all have the same size? There will be dusts and there will be do those have like some kind of mess or something? One over 72 of a pile of power light weighs 3 kilograms. Like this is smaller than this dust, smaller than a tiny pile, weighs 3 kilograms. This is not a speck of dust. This is 3 kilograms. A full dust is like, yeah, one dust of copper is like, is it 1 ton? I think the copper dust is like 1000 kilograms. Yeah, one dust of copper is 995 kilograms. So this is not like a little bit of dust on a table. This is 1 ton of copper dust. This is heavy. It's not that small. Like the tiniest pile of dust is actually 3 kilograms. That's not a. I can't even call this tiny because tiny is this one. Like this one is small, this one is tiny, this one is 1 over 72. I don't know how to call those in the script. Okay, I would like to point this out inside the script, but I have no idea how to make that fit. That was a joke I would have pointed out with the text to speech, but if I do that with my voice, it doesn't sound that good. This video, I'm mostly trying to figure out how to voice things myself. Oh, those last one. Oh. Yeah, I'm just going to go with that. That's how those are called in the game. I'm going to roll with this. That's how those are called in the game. However, those dust won't all have the same size. However, those dusts won't have all the same size. However, those dusts won't have all the same size. I think it's good enough. However, those dusts won't have all the same size. Okay, hopefully it's good enough. However, those dusts won't have all the same size. Okay, here I'm not. Maybe I should increase the time I look at those dusts. Maybe I could retake this part of the recording. Doesn't look too good. Maybe I could point out the 9 kilogram 1 over. That's so heavy. Like, that's 10 kilograms and it's only 1 over 72. Okay. No, okay. Okay, I'm just not going to point out the 1 over 72 probably. To properly, not storage, not manage. What's the term to indicate managing but sorting? No. To properly sort dust with a system of hoppers and funnels to first cluster all of dust into small size and then into blocks. Okay, hopefully it will work out. To properly sort out all of those dusts, we use a system. To properly sort out all of those dusts, we use a system of hoppers and funnels to first cluster all of the dust into small size and then into full blocks. To properly sort out all of those dusts, we use a system of hoppers and funnels to first cluster all of the dust into small size and then into full blocks. I have to work better on the script. I don't like my scripting. Full blocks. Okay, cut out. Yay. Noise reduction file export. That was line 63. On here. To properly sort out all of those dust, we use a system of hoppers and funnels to first cluster all of the dust into small size and then into full blocks. Okay. I think it works out. Okay, now I have to figure out what I want. The next chapter, I will almost say. Next chapter of this script. So, I got to there. Probably I would like to show aluminum processing next. But how do I showcase processing aluminum? Autoclave now. Okay, so I got the blocks of dust. How did I get black sand in there? What is that a byproduct of? How did I get this thing in there? Okay, I have no idea. No idea what produced this. Not supposed to be in there. Now I got the dust. I want to process those in there. Let's see. So, okay, either after I process all of yours, either I showcase more machines. Like I didn't really go into early game machines so far. I already showed the engine. Here I use the turbine without even explaining it. So one idea is to also show both side processing, which kind of fits your processing thing. Then mention those. Yeah, most likely I'm going to do what I did with the gameplay live streams. Basically, I mention aluminum processing. Then maybe I could mention we use an electrolyzer, so we have electricity, but I show the issues of... No, and then, yeah, from there I show bauxite processing to get aluminum. Then I mention electric machines, but to get more electric machines, I'm going to need the circuits. How many machines actually use circuits? Because most of those machines don't even use circuits. Also, does this one use energy? So that's a mixer that doesn't even require rotation units. Okay, this one. I want to see which machines... oh, there's a Geiger count. Okay, that sounds cool. Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. I wonder how it works. Does it start beeping when you get close to a nuclear reactor or what? Oh, okay, it's probably used to make a sensor for nuclear reactors. Yeah, okay, that must be part of... Yeah, exactly. Okay, battery buffer is the thing I want the most with circuits. But maybe there is a... solar panels are an idea. Oh, it even makes 80 per... This one may be really good in gregtech 6. Yeah, that sounds like something I want. This one sounds even too good. Considering how annoying it is to make electricity, this one may be really strong. Like 4 of those, like to get a 32 U per tick, you need kinda many machines. Like 4 of those are... No, okay, no, I'm going to... No, I can get HV more easily. Wait, also this one? Oh, cool. Okay, crystal charger. Okay, I would like a good reason. Canning machine is one thing I really want. There's an engraver welder, auto... Oh, there's an auto crafter, cool. Bomber generator. Oh. Oh yeah, the IC2 generator recipe. Yeah, those are the machines you need to make electricity. You need all of those to make electricity. Now I'm wondering about IC2 solar. Yeah, but IC2 solar panels are like 1 U per tick. Oh, those one. Slicer, router, boot. Okay, most likely I'm going to show this processing, then mention electricity. But then again, electricity in GT6 is really nice to have, but most machines don't use electricity. I use electricity to better handle energy, but not the same thing. Okay, this one. Full screen, this one. Okay. However, most of the ores cannot be simply melted. We have to process those with more complex machines. I don't know why I'm talking. I'm kind of thinking on how to do it. So, bring those in there. And my torches were not supposed to go here. So we start by heating up some water to get steam with a pressure sensor. And we autoclave the bauxite. I don't know. No. I don't know how to do this. Okay, however, not all of those dust can be simply molten. Some must be processed with some more complicated chain of machines, like aluminum. Okay, that's the second time I redo a retake. And I'm trying to take a recording here, but I don't know well enough. I'm going to turn on everything here, so I can showcase it. Okay, those three are for those three will run the electrolyzer. I wanted those to be running. This one is fuel, but I'm not going to process this with this machine. I have this one here for now for have something that works. But that's not the machine I want to use. I want to use a smelter. Okay, let me get some fuel. And I need another flint and tinder. This one. Flint and tinder. Am I out of? Okay. Right. This one goes here. Okay. I'm going to wait for this one to pressurize, and then I will record those machines. Meanwhile, I can collect a little bit of coal. I think I may left some coal drops somewhere. Oh yeah, I remember that. I'm collecting a little bit of coal while I hit for the boilers to heat up. Yeah, that is hardcore video editing, as you can see. Really editing hard here. Okay, I'm here. I'm going to break this pickaxe. That's going to be no. Okay, I don't want to do the buff while taking recordings. And that's look at how quickly I can fill up. Okay, this one reach also. Okay, this one still has things to process. This one too. Work Collecting chromite, good. Okay, those have things to work. Okay, this is impression. Okay, turn on, perfect. Now I want some aluminum here. Gonna coke. I should get more coke dust. Let me get some coke dust. Multiples of 36 possibly. Here, here. 33, 34, 35, 36. Right. Want to use the shredder. Okay, that should get me blocks of coke soon to fill up the electrolyzer. Come on, I want some aluminum. Okay. Okay, let's try again. Okay, all of the blocks. I will reach us soon. This one cannot be melted in a crucible, so we need some more complex processing to get aluminum. Okay, I'm going to show this, then I really have to explain a little bit how machines works. Because I'm showcasing a lot of stuff there, but I'm not really explaining anything. This video is mostly going to be for showcase, I guess. Going to be a GT6 showcase. I really did a tutorial-ish thing with the Terra Firma Rescue. Oh no. Okay, I did 2 recordings that I did not like earlier. Remove this. This one goes here. There. Right. Now, I most likely do something like this. Fade in to full blocks. Okay. While most of those can be melted into pure metal, crucible requires some extra refinement. Okay. No, I'm only streaming on YouTube. I did try to stream on Discord. Only one person was watching. I didn't even know if he was AFK or not. I'm streaming here now, but I guess people are not interested in video editing, I guess, but probably also not in GT6 and probably not in me. So GT8 gets more views, I guess. I want to do other things. I wanted to also try streaming. I don't know. I'm just trying different things. Wanted to stream a little bit how the editing process works too. I tried on Discord, but it didn't really work that well. Maybe I could have given it more time. But okay, I am still trying to figure out how to do. This video is going to be bad. Well, hopefully the next one will be better. Like, I'm trying to get it better, but my voice is not good enough. My accent, I don't know how to learn English better. Okay, this line should work out. While most of those can be melted into pure metal. While most of those can be melted into pure metal using a crucible, some require extra. While most of those can be melted into pure metal using a crucible, some require extra refinement. Does that sound decent? While most of those can be melted into pure metal using a crucible, some require extra refinement. I don't know if I'm voicing those phrases poorly or if I'm typing down an awful script. While most of those can be melted into pure metal using a crucible, I think there need like some breaking point. I don't know how to enchant which part of the phrase. While most of those can be melted into pure metal using a crucible, some require some extra. Okay, I don't like this repetition. Oh wait. Perfect. While most of those can be melted into pure metal using a crucible, others require some extra refinement. While most of those can be melted into pure metal using a crucible, others require some extra refinement. Okay. I don't think I can do good enough for me, I guess. No, maybe I will. Like, I already tried this during GTNHS 3. I kind of gave up because I didn't have enough time. Editing with my voice feels like it takes longer to me too. No, maybe I don't have enough time. Maybe I don't know. I may end up going back to using the text to speech again. Hopefully not. I don't want to use the text to speech or AI. Maybe we could try to do that in Italian and then use the auto dub from YouTube. While most of those can be melted into pure metal using a crucible, others require some extra refinement. So, okay. Fading. Most of those can be melted into pure metal using a crucible, others require some extra refinement. So, specific lines. This one for aluminum. Now I hope this will be. So it takes 52. Okay, it's like 4 seconds. Okay, I think that line will be 4 seconds. So we will some more specific processing lines like this one for aluminum. Why does it, is this wrong? Is that not a thing in English to type like that? I don't know why it's marking it wrong. By the way, I figured out the other day that this text editor has spell checking yesterday. Like, up until last week, I didn't know there was a spell checker. Completely? Modpack. Add. Okay. Equipment. Okay. Forget. How do you type forget? Forget. Is it really typed like that? Forget. No, wait. That's just because I read this forget. It's actually forget. Why am I saying this?
Forget.
Forget. Okay, the T is silent. Forget. Healthy? Healthy? How do you?
Heel tea.
Oh, healthy. It's healthy. I should. Wait, what? No, I Control C. I copy pasted it from Google Translate. What's the mean? What's wrong with this one? Is that like a British English instead of American or what? Backyard? Okay, that is a number. You don't have to together. Pickaxe, sandwich. How do you type sandwich? Sand. Okay. Sand. The H. No, there is an H one. Sand. Oh, there is no T. Sandwich. Okay. Crucible. Okay. At least this time I'm going to have the subtitles correct. Last time I did this like that, all of these people pointed out all of the mistakes I did in the subtitles. But this is going to be the file for the subtitles of the video. Okay. Now wait, did I not voice it? Did I forget to 65 export? While most of those can be melted into pure metal using... Now wait, something is wrong. Using a crucible, others require some extra refinement. While most of... Yeah, okay, that was wrong. While most of those... Did I never do that line? Okay. So we build... So we build some more specific processing lines like this one for aluminum. So we build some more specific processing lines like this one for aluminum. So we build some more specific processing lines like this one for aluminum. I think it's good enough. File export. This one is the actual 65. Yes. Require some extra refinement. So we build some more specific processing lines like this one for aluminum. The audio here was too strong. I'm not going to retake this. There, that will do. Refinement. So we build some more specific processing lines like this one for aluminum. Aluminum. Why? I can't hear the mouse clicking. Aluminum. Okay. Okay. Okay, now where do I go? I could move into showcasing machines. No, gameplay wise, what fits well after getting either something that fits with reaching aluminum. Where are machines? Machines. Okay, one thing is that I could mention the electrolyzer. Like, this could be the moment where I show the electrolyzer, say we have electricity, then show what a mess it is electricity. I could do a small setup. I could craft... Yeah, I can craft this one. Just to show how horrible of an idea it is to use electricity for heating. I did do that already in the TFR series, but could kind of showcase how horrible the efficiency is if you do the complete drain to the heater. But I think what I have to point out now is that you cannot turn off machines. So I can remove this one. Show this one working even if it does not work. Wait, where is it? So this aluminum. Okay, I want to point out the aluminum. But then... remove. Okay, I want... I don't know if I want to show the inefficiency of electric machines or that you can't turn off those until you get the cover. I don't know which way to... which turn to have. Probably efficiency is the most interesting one. But also not being able to turn off. Oh, okay, wait. If I show the heater, I can first show inefficiency of the thing. Distilled water, I'm going to fly over it. Turbine loses efficiency, dynamo loses efficiency, didn't loses efficiency, and then show that you cannot turn it off. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So, a little bit of gameplay, I guess. What time is it? Okay, I still have 1 hour. A little bit of gameplay. For this setup here... Okay, where do I even build this? Okay, I have this new area. I guess I can just build it here. Yeah, I'm going to build this thing here and not showcase this. So I want the complete terrain of inefficiency. That's how I'm going to call it. But then again, I'm going to need this one. But for the dynamo, I will have to craft a new dynamo. But I'm just going to take this one. Also, okay, there was another thing I really wanted to do, which was... I wanted to have an easier way of shutting off all of those machines. Do I even have red Okay, I'm going to want a lot of... every time I shut off those setups, I put a block of dirt in front of those. It's quite annoying. So this time I want to actually get... until I get concrete, it's hard to do nicely. Give me a moment. Oh, I need more wire. Oh, come on, don't tell me. Do I really only have this? Am I that poor? Gosh. Okay, I need the red alloy. Oh, okay, maybe not. This one? It was in the wrong chest. Here, where is more of it? Don't know why I had one in a different chest. Here. Piston. Only 8. How do I make more? Redstone. It was like a vanilla recipe, right? Do I not have wood? Yeah, I was supposed to... here you see why I have trouble live streaming and video editing on the same playthrough. Because right now I want to video edit, but to video edit I decided I want to show this one, so I have to craft this one. And I don't even know why I'm actually working on something else, actually. But yeah, I keep alt tabbing in between video editing and playing if I'm not streaming. That's the thing. So quickly collecting some wood. Okay, that should do. Let's get more outputs. There. Okay. 10. Cobblestone. Ingots. This one should work out. What metals? Is there any way of knowing what I can use? I guess steel will work. Huh? Nope. You can't use steel. Can I use invar? Oh, I can use invar. Cool. Okay, I guess that's enough. Okay, lever. Right. Let's see if I can shut off 3. So main idea now is to have a nicer way of shutting off all of those machines. Once I get concrete, I can easily have cable pass through walls. But right now, I have to manage it in a different way. Okay. So for now, I guess I'm just going to have ugly cables. It's so nice once you get concrete. Like, I can't put... Wait, maybe I can use a cover. Can I use like a plate like you do in GT5 or... Oh, okay. That works out. Now, maybe not zinc. Yeah, I don't know why I used zinc. It was the first one I found. I should have some stone plates. I don't know if I can turn this one into a plate. Dust, no. I need stone plates here. This one. This one is called stone tile. Okay, it does work. Okay. Let's put this one in there. Perfect. Okay, nice. Exactly what I wanted. Here. Okay, that will allow to easily shut off clusters of machines. Oh. This one like that. Here. This one. Here. Here. And then all of those. Come on. Okay, the thing I needed right away was to shut off those, because I decided to take this dynamo. Yeah, I'm going to use this one just for the recording. I don't want to craft a dynamo, which I'm not... I mean, how expensive is it? Okay, it's not that expensive. I could craft another one. I don't know. Here. Let's connect up all of those. Oh, whatever, this one will be it. No, actually on this side. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that will make it way easier to shut off all of those machines when I no longer have things to process. I think I'm going to craft the things for the video editing. Still like now. Don't want to cheat in items. I want to craft things. I always did that. Kind of enjoyed it. So I'm going to actually craft the things. I feel like that should be the kind of thing you will want to cheat, but I don't like that. Just going to do some microcrafting. Okay, robust steel. Some robust galvanized steel. I also need a gear. 2 copper wires. Copper. Okay, copper wires, got those. 3 screws. Steel screws. I need steel screws. It's 3. Okay, 3. All of those parts are galvanized steel, which is normal steel with some coating applied. Long magnetic iron rod. Are 8. Let's polarize this one. Here. This one. I need a bunch of steel plates. This one. Did anything blow up here? Okay, no, it's still working fine. This one takes ages to heat up. Oh, yeah, by the way, I made a large crucible off stream. It takes ages to heat up. Look at how slowly it goes up. But whatever, it has all of the time it wants. Now, this one is robust. This one is robust. Okay, both of those are robust, so I'm going to do 2 robust things. Also, wrench, hammer. So I need like 12. This one here. Okay, so I have to galvanize those parts. Yeah, this one. Okay, 3 extra screws. 2, 3. Okay. Hopefully I have enough zinc. Yes. Oh, and I need 4 more cables. 4 extra cables here. Okay. Oh, screwdriver. Inefficient heater. Inefficient dynamo. Okay. To drive this one, I will need a turbine. This one is 32 RU. I don't have... Okay, I'm going to take this one. Yeah, okay, this one is perfect. Now, I could... Yeah, I can just build it here. Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to make this in another place. Can just momentarily remove those. I don't even use those. Oh, come on. Okay. So for the video, I'm going to have this one. Let's have some cable loss just to make things worse. This one is 32. Okay, if I spin the dynamo too fast, it will burn the cable. It can output up to 44 EU per tick. The heater can take it, but this cable is only 32. It's not going to spin that fast. And also it will look nicer if I keep some axles. I'm going to keep a couple of axles for the look. Where are axles? Here. Dynamo. Wait. This way. Okay. Here. Okay. This is the train. I don't know how many times I'm going to re-edit this. This is something really cool. I really want to show this. So basically the plan now is I'm going to showcase this process. I'm going to showcase this process and talk about the efficiency of those machines. And then I will say that this one cannot be shut off. And from there, I will work on plastics, circuits, etc. etc. Okay, I wanted full bronze. How fast is this going to spin? I don't want to use invar here because I want to show inefficiency, so I want inefficient burning boxes. Bronze boiler, no. Boiler. This one. At least the boilers have 100% efficiency with distilled water. So it's going to be like 150 steam per tick. It's going to be on the higher side. So 96 steam goes to 32. So it's 2 steam to 1 RU on pure efficiency. 150, 75 time. Okay, I think that's how much RU I'm getting. Yeah. Okay, I suppose it will produce like 50 RUs. Theoretically. Sounds more or less right. Yeah, 48. It's going to be 40. Yeah. 16 RU for each boiler. 48. So 48 RU in this one. With this efficiency. 48. 46, 87. 48 times 6, 8. Let's go with that. 33. It's going to output 33. I mean, I can just use a copper cable. Yeah, why am I even using this one? I can use a copper cable. Because this one has a more... I will need a needle. Whatever at this point, who cares? Can I do it? Oh no, it's lagging because it has to calculate all of the crazy ways you can do like 13x cables or all sorts of weird cables here. Maybe you could make like oh, you can do that. Maybe you can show. Oh, it doesn't show it anyway. Oh, okay. Cables only do 1, 2, 4, 8, 12. But wires, there are wires of every size from 1 to 16. Like I could show in the video, you can do a 15x cable or like some weird number. Like, what the heck? Why would anyone even need a 11x wire? But I could try to point this out, but no. This one here. There. Okay, that one will do. Okay, I only have to heat it up. I think I throw. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, fuel recovered. No, let's boil water. Oh, it worked. Usually it takes many attempts. Okay, I'm going to wait for it to heat up. I have a thermometer, cool. I want to show the inability of shutting this one off. What is... This one doesn't work, it's just for show. Okay, I have to wait for this one to reach pressure. Let's check around a little bit. And then I'm going to record it and edit it. This one is still... Is it making copper? Yeah, it's probably making copper now. Those dust, I forgot those here whenever I did something else. Oh, that was close. Tin dust. Should do more radalloy. Oh, can leave this one here. I'm going to set up radalloy. Okay, for how many? 36. No, what am I doing? 7 blocks time for 28. 28 blocks should fill up a hoop. Okay. Probably have to tweak it. Forget to turn it on. I want to that way. Alright. 3, 4, 1. Okay, 1 copper, 4 redstone. That should make red alloy. And I also want plates. Okay. That should make me more red alloy. Okay. Let's see if this one is working. Okay, it actually is heating up quite nicely. It's even heating up too much. Okay, it's perfect. No, wait. Okay, give me a moment. I have to think on what I want to do here. So basically, oh wait, this one is not working. And I'm out of coke, of course. Yeah, just wasted electricity. Okay, and with this we might notice that we have electric machines, and you're probably wondering why we are not using electric machines more. Something like that. Alright. Can I cool it down? Kinda. Well, that was not much. Luckily, I'm in peaceful. If you try to open a if you don't have protections, if you try to open a chest while on fire, you put the chest on fire and you burn down everything. I have fire protection here. No. I need a crucible. Heck, I thought this one was going to be worse. Okay. Probably this one is awful, but this one is so lightweight that it can be molten. Yeah, I could throw in like a... That should fix it. One of those dust should have more weight than this whole crucible. Yeah. Well, that is because electric machines are awfully inefficient. Okay, then I'm going to start by mentioning those. We use those to boil water. The steam then goes to a turbine. I'm getting those poses so I can edit properly. She then goes to a dynamo, even more efficiency loss. Then we have a cable which has cable loss. And finally to electric machines. And okay, I'm going to talk about inefficiency, but we also have another issue. We cannot turn this on or off. Okay. Now I'm no longer recording. Oh, looks so nice. Maybe, I don't know, if I was using the text-to-speech, I would show the crucible blowing up. But with my voice, jokes don't play out as nicely. Okay, so, okay, the first recording was not good. 2 more here. Okay, this one is the first one. So, aluminum. I want to fade in more aluminum dust. Yeah, no. Okay, there are two things. I need to shrink this a little bit. While most of those can be melted into pure metal using a crucible, others require some extra refinement. So, we build some more specific processing lines, like this one for aluminum. Maybe I can just do that. Do I have more? Oh, nice. Okay, I'm going to have... No, too quick. That's why I try to go slower while doing video editing. Fade in. That's going to have... the fire is not properly animated. It's good enough. Okay. I mean... Right. Probably not this. No, wait. To obtain this material, we had to use an electrolyzer. And you may be wondering why we aren't using electricity for other setups. Okay, like I didn't talk much about machines in this video. I'm not going not following okay, that's actually how I did progression, but I didn't talk much about machines. Well, guess I'm going to do it now. To obtain this MV material, we had to use an electrolyzer, and you may be wondering why we aren't using it. Okay, I think that sounds good. To obtain this, to obtain, obtain, obtain.
Obtain. Obtain.
To obtain this MV material, we had to use an electrolyzer, and you may be wondering why we aren't using electricity for other setups. To obtain this MV material, we had to use an electrolyzer, and you may be wondering why we aren't using electricity for other setups. Okay, can do. Did I pause? Okay, yeah, it paused. Sometimes I forget to pause the game. I alt-tab back to the game after 20 minutes and things happen. I didn't blow up anything yet, but kinda, yeah. One time I wasted a lot of fuel by forgetting the game like that. To obtain this MV material, we had to use an electrolyzer, and you may be wondering why we aren't using electricity for other setups. Well, I guess it can do. Okay, so I can cut this one. Electricity for... I'm going to do a fade out. Like this. Electricity for other setups. Reasons why so. Well, there are two reasons why so. Is that the correct way of saying? No. Just like that. Sometimes I ask AI an opinion on those things. Well, there are two main reasons. Remove, fact, repeat, file, export, 67. Oh gosh, this number. Setups. Well, there are two main reasons. Okay, actually there are three reasons. Now I talk about the third reason, because like, why am I going to go back and forth? Yeah, now I have to think on how to fit the third one, because one reason is inefficiency. Okay, reason one is inefficiency. Reasons two is not being able to turn off machines. Reason three is that why go rotational units to electricity to rotation units? But okay, I guess that third reason still falls into efficiency, because like, if machines were perfectly efficient and I could turn off machines, I could use electricity everywhere, like in every other gregtech pack. So I guess the third reason is not really a reason. Also, I don't want to retake this. Don't want to revoice this line. The efficiency. The The first one is the horrible efficiency of transforming energy. The first one is the horrible efficiency of transforming energy. Extinct. Did I do noise reduction? Yes. Well, there are two main reasons. The first one is the horrible efficiency of transforming energy. Okay, we start by boiling water. Indeed, to get electricity, we have to start by boiling water. Indeed, to get electricity, we have to start by boiling water. Export audio, this one is 69. Nice. Here. Indeed, to get electricity, we have to start by boiling water. Yay. Now. Okay, maybe I can do overlay of boiler. Okay, I think it's time to use my drawing tablet finally. Okay, someone suggested me to use this, but okay, I have no idea how to use it. I should try to learn how to use this program. I mean, it's not that hard. Let me get my drawing. I don't want. This tablet has a micro B USB connector, and I'm super afraid of breaking it. Micro USB B is a. Oh, it also resetted. No, starting. No, 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 no. This. Okay, have to remove the pen. Now I'm not using the mouse. I'm using my new. No, what am I doing? No. I'm more comfortable with GIMP. Maybe someday I will try to use that program, but for what I do, I think GIMP works better. Okay, now. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just... I like doing this. I don't know why. I like drawing random things. Okay, I never really used this for anything, so that's the first time I do this. Discard chain. No. Okay. Okay, so what I have to do now is okay, I don't have to draw anything special. Just need to highlight these stats. So burning box. Okay, the issue is that there are various efficiency here. Now I'm just going to use this one, like 75. This one is kind of a midway thing. I think that's a good one to showcase. Also, I'm wondering, does the tungsten, the best one should be, I think it's hafnium. How much efficiency does the best one have? Okay, the good ones have 100% efficiency. Okay, boiler. I have no idea how I'm going to edit this yet. No, I mean, I want to point out the values, but I don't know how. Okay, turbine. I'm using this one here. I think that's the most interesting part of gregtech 6, so I'm pointing it out. I did the same thing for the TFR thing. Should do something different, but I liked it the other way. Okay, turbine, dynamo. This one. I don't know if OBS shows the screenshot utility. I don't know if you can see the notif. Okay, I can see what I... Let's see. Oh, okay, OBS does not show that. Does it show the notification? Let's see. Okay, you see the notification. Okay, so I got all of the screenshots. Pictures. Should probably clean up. No, I'm too afraid of checking what those are. Theoretically, those were just thumbnails of my videos, but should be careful at opening screenshots or other random images. Okay, let's start with the first one now. Most likely we'll try to just have those move static. Now moving those will be hard. Okay, let's get the pen. Now, no, that's too big. Does something happen when I move? Okay, no. It does change a little bit the UI when I jump from the pen. Yeah, you can see the dot around the cursor changing size when I take the pen. And this is the mouse. This is the pen. This is the pen. This is the mouse. Pen. Oh, whatever. Okay, you got the idea. Okay, so I want to highlight efficiency. No, I have to highlight both efficiency and energy in the video. Maybe just an arrow pointing it out. If I try to do that, it will be too ugly. Also, I'm not using it. I'm not using it. Okay, right now, if I did it with the mouse, it will look better. No, it's okay. That really looks better than when I do it with the mouse. That's a cute arrow. Should is that okay? More hardness? No. Okay, the pen is not the bad. Oh wait, more force maybe. It's dynamic with me pressing, but Is there, okay, opacity, okay, that should work out better. Okay, what am I going to say with the script? Am I going to mention first? Yeah, okay. Did I say efficiency the last time? Electricity, we have to start by boiling water. Energy. Indeed, to get electricity, we have to start by boiling. The first one is the horrible efficiency of transforming energy. Indeed, to get electricity, we have to start by boiling water. Okay. This will produce heat units. Yes, and this process will start from burning inside burning boxes to produce heat units and this lose 5% energy. Okay, I'm not going to mention about better burning boxes. Also, burning boxes are the only things that have better variants. Let's see. This process will start from burning fuel inside a burning box. No, wait, I'm lost. This process will start from burning fuel inside burning boxes to produce. This process will start from burning fuel inside burning boxes. This will produce heat units, and we already have a loss of 25%. This process will start from burning fuel inside burning boxes. This will produce heat units, and we already have a loss of 25%. Now, I went off script too. I don't like following a script. This process will start from burning fuel inside burning boxes. No, I really like that. Yeah, okay, but I have... This will waste 25 of the energy to produce heat units. This will waste 25 energy to produce our starting heat units. Okay. This process will start from burning fuel inside burning boxes. There are too many these. The process starts from burning fuel inside burning boxes. The process starts from burning fuel inside burning boxes. Okay. $70. Water. The process starts from burning fuel inside city. We have to start by boiling water. The process... Why is my voice so much different from one line to the other? I think I was too close to the microphone this time. I almost had the microphone in my mouth. Oh gosh. What am I even saying? Forming energy. Indeed, to get electricity, we have to start by boiling water. The process starts from... No, okay, this one is horrible. It doesn't work. I didn't consider this starting point. Indeed, to get electricity, we have to... No. Yeah, okay, let's remove the previous line. So this one, there. Let's try with this. And let's fix my efficiency of transforming energy. The process starts from... Do I have to retake that line? Do I have to... Okay, I have to figure out at which distance I have to be from the microphone. Because if I talk... No, that's not comfortable. Maybe... I think I have to get one of those supports for the microphone to get it in a nice place. Or, I don't know. Efficiency of transforming energy. The process starts from burning fuel inside burning boxes. process start from burning fuel. So now, how did we really lose 25% of our energy? Well, did I pause the game? Yes. Okay. Heat units. Man, we... No, doesn't sound good. Okay, how do I start this line? The first one, there are two main reasons. The first one is the horrible efficiency of transforming. Okay, that sounds like I'm going to have the second one right away. No, but I want to be... And I really want to be clear on what I mean with energy loss. Pedantic. Is that a word? Pedantic. Pedantic. How does that even translate to Italian? Pedant. Is that an Italian? Okay, yeah, that's what it means. I didn't know that was also an Italian word.
Pedantic. Pedantic.
Pedantic.
Pedantic.
Pedantic. Okay, pedantic. And here I really want to be pedantic. And here I really want to be pedantic on what I mean with energy loss. Was I too close to the microphone? I think it was too close to the microphone. And here I really want to be pedantic. And here I really want to be pedantic on what I... Come on. Pedantic. Okay, I got it. And here I really want to be pedantic on... And here I really want to be pedantic on what I mean with energy loss. And here I really want to be pedantic on what I mean with energy loss. I feel like I... And here I really want to be pedantic on what I mean with energy loss. And here I really want to be pedantic on what I mean... No, that's not how you pronounce it. And here I really want to be pedantic on what I... And here I really want to be pedantic on what I mean with energy loss. And here I really want to be pedantic on what I mean with energy loss. Okay, that's good enough. Export audio. This one is supposed to be the new 69. Energy. And here I really want to be pedantic on what I mean with energy loss. Is that energy? And here I there is a little bit of an audio artifact. Energy. And here I really want to be pedantic on what I mean with energy loss. Okay, I think it's good enough. We start by losing 25% of power. And fuel. When we produce its units to boil water. Perfect. I really wanted to point out boiling water, like those memes about how do we use a fusion energy. Sometimes there are those memes on the internet about a fusion energy. How will we convert fusion energy to electricity IRL? And there are the memes about boiling water. I want to kind of meme about it the same way here. If I was using text-to-speech, I would point out more the boiling water part. We start by losing 25%. I was lost. We start by losing 25% of our fuel when we produce heat units to boil water. We start by losing 25% of our fuel when... No, what the heck was that? No, of our fuel. It's not like we lose fuel. Start by losing 25. Start with a 25% loss. I mean, technically you lose fuel. We start with a 25% fuel loss when we produce heat units to boil water. We start with a 25% fuel loss when we produce heat units to boil water. No. We start with 25% loss when we burn fuel. I want to also point out heat units. When making, we start with a 25% loss when burning materials to use a heat units required to boil water. Maybe like that. We start with a 25% loss when burning materials to... No, we start... We start with a 25% loss when burning materials to produce the heat units required to boil water. We start with a 25% loss when burning materials to produce the heat units required to boil water. Okay, I think it can do. 70. Yeah, sorry, none. The energy loss. We start with a 25% loss when burning materials to produce the heat units required to boil water. And there it moves. I will... yeah, here I should keep a longer time just staring at a machine, because I can easily cut out a little bit of the time spent staring at machines. But if I don't have enough time, like I have to drag this one here. So here I'm still talking about the burning box. Like this. Now the smoke won't look too good if I do that. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. If I do that, the smoke won't look too good. I mean with energy loss. We start with a 20. So a little bit. Okay, there is going to be a little bit of music in the background. Hopefully it will cover my jumps. Energy loss. We start with a 25% loss when burning materials to produce the heat units required to boil water. Okay. Okay, now I need to add the overlay here. So I was thinking about having either on the bottom or the top a formula which reminds you how much energy we are losing. Now I don't know how I wanted this formula to look like. I have to remember to save every now and then. Now, well, I will want here a nice overlay of this one. Okay, where is my pen? Here. Now, do I make 2 frames? Like first this one and then the second arrow appears? Yeah. Give me a moment. This one. Okay, this one is Dynamo. Dynamo 1. This one is... Wait, what? Why do I have 2 dynamos? I screenshotted it twice. Turbine. This one is boiler. Am I missing something? One. Probably going to do multiple images. And this one gotta be the burning box. Yay. Now I don't know if I'm going to... don't know how to edit this. Come on. I still have to figure out also how to keep this pen in my hands. No, that's awful. Come on, I can't. I was hoping this would look better than if I did it with the mouse. Now maybe I can always use an arrow to point out to efficiency and something else to point out at the actual output. Or maybe not. I guess this will do. Burning box chew.png. Go. Okay. Wait, let me figure out here. 1, 2. Okay, those two go there. Should now be visible. Okay. 1, 2. We start with a 20. This one will go all of the way to, well, whatever. This one will go here. Start with a 25%. Want a fade in. Energy loss. We start with a 25% loss when burning materials to produce the this. Start with a 25% loss when burning materials to produce the heat units required to boil water. Okay, now 2 issues. First issue. Have to figure out. I'm going to redo this. This one is too big. Maybe I could resize it. I don't know if I want to no, I think it's better if this is readable. Doesn't look that well. That good. Maybe I could like... No. Like I could cut... No, I want the complete tooltip. This one. Am I always going to... No, I'd rather keep it. No. Okay. Oh, wait, this one was a different one. Fading. Start with a 25% loss. Now 525. It was minus, wasn't it? This one 223. There. There. Okay, that is just to get the 2 arrows to appear. With a 25% loss when burning materials to produce the heat units required. Okay, here I'm going to jump to require to boil water. Okay, boil water must move to the boiler. It's required to boil water. Required to boil water. Okay, and here I will make the boiler appear. Now there was another thing. So I want to start here typing kinda of the formula. Discard. Okay. New layer. Remove this. Okay, here the formula. So no, 1 minus 25%. No, 25. Now wait, what am I doing here? Okay, what's the best way of typing this? I want to show the whole formula. I want to show progressively this on getting worse and worse and worse. But I don't know how to. So that's probably more like it. Either do that in the middle, but now I could have like the formula and under every number type what it is from. I don't know. Energy loss 25%. Or maybe this shows just the output or just this. 1 minus 0.75. So one idea is to do it like that and then have this one grow. Oh, this one is more of a background. Where is my pen? That one is too big. No. This one. Wait, does it change when I... Oh, it changed value. Oh, it saves different values for when I use the mouse and when I use the pen. Look at those, they change. This is when I have the pen in my hands. This is when I have the mouse. Cool. Yeah, first time. Yeah, I got this one today. I got it a couple of days ago, but I didn't have time to set it up. Okay, but for this, oh no, this one is good. Okay, less hardness. I could just do it like this. Kind of like, I like making text with this style. Here. Okay. Oh, no. Where am I going? Yeah, I'm still trying to use it as a mouse. I think, no, I can set this thing to work in a relative way, like a touchpad. Maybe I could do that. Yeah, maybe I should try having this thing in touchpad mode. Yeah, that's an idea I could try. Also, I could zoom in to make this easier. When I do this with the mouse, I have to zoom a lot. Otherwise, it doesn't work out. With this pen, I can be super precise. Actually, I think it will be harder for me if I zoom out. Okay. Now the question is, do I want to point out each machine what it causes or not? Also, do I want to point out energy lost or efficiency? Okay, that could work, but I don't know if I want here to type like burn. No, too much text. Let's not have too much text on this stream. This is something I want to save. This one is going to be lost text. Yeah, no, it's not going to work out because I don't want to save every layer. I'm going to redo this every time. +1. No. This one, export. Yes. Okay, done. Yep. Oh, no. How do I open? Come on. Does it open with the... Yes. Exactly what I wanted. Perfect. Okay, now I can move all of those over there. Blender here, refresh. Okay. So this one is the first loss overlay. Alpha over. I guess it's okay. Let's have this one here. Okay, boiling water has no loss when burning materials to produce the heat units required to boil water. Okay. No. Boilers. Alpha over 1. So you learn gregtech 6 by looking at those tooltips. Like when I started with gregtech 6, I mostly figure out things by looking at those tooltips. I didn't really follow the tutorials or anything. Maybe I should have this one a little bit transparent. Nah. It's too big. It's using too much space on the screen. Okay. Then boiler will convert that heat into steam. Here there is no. If we use this distilled water, process is perfectly efficient. Okay. Then a boiler convert that heat into steam. If we use distilled water, this process will... I don't know the way... I don't know how to use the time of the verbs. Then a boiler will convert that heat into steam. If we use distilled water, this process will be perfectly efficient. Then a boiler will convert come on, there is a click at the beginning. Then a boiler will convert that heat into steam. If we use distilled water, this process will be perfectly efficient. That's supposed to be 71. Here, there, water. Then a boiler water. Then a boiler will convert that heat into steam. Okay, here efficient. I'm going to add a -0. No, ×1. Yeah, ×1. If we use distilled water, this process will be perfectly efficient. If okay. Now this one I'm going to highlight. This one is boiler, right? Yeah. No, wait, I already have it open on GIMP. No. Boiler, okay. Oh, but yeah, no, first I'm going to work on this. Select here. ×1. Play. I could have just moved this, but I kind of like doing that. I like highlighting text. This one is lost 2. Did I forget anything? No. Okay, next, after boiler. Okay, boiler. Then turbine is 2/3. Turbine is 2/3. Turbine is times. Oh no, I should have used space. Okay, I can still do that. Can I control Z? Right? This? Here. And this time I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So. Oh, whatever. Does it become bigger if I zoom? Wait, is it a relative to the... Oh. Yeah, no. Now it's going to mess up. I have to get it back to the size I was using earlier. Okay, maybe I just pressed too hard. That's a way of learning how to use this. Another option was playing also. Okay, that's lost 2. Okay. Then there is lost 3. Okay, next one is times 6, 7. How much is that? 1 minus 0.75 times 0.67. Something is off. How does that make... No, that's not right. Oh, okay, I forgot a lot. What am I doing? I have to go now to... Oh yeah, I have to run away. That's 0.49. That's around 250. That should be 50% of... What am I doing? There. Okay. Let me... I want to see how much loss there is. On this whole setup. Okay, this one is loss 3. Okay, I have to go now, sorry. Probably will do that